The following content has been generated with artificial intelligence under minimal human supervision. The data presented may contain errors or inaccuracies. The opinions expressed in this content do not necessarily reflect the vision, position, or values of Digi-all. We recommend verifying critical information with additional sources before making decisions based on this content.
Welcome to Digi-all Tech News. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. I'm Kylie Brooks, and this is where technology becomes clear and engaging. We've got some fascinating developments to dive into today, from Amazon's latest robotics acquisition to a major infrastructure deal that's reshaping how tech giants think about AI compute power. Let's get started. Amazon is making a bold move into the humanoid robot market with its acquisition of Fauna Robotics, the New York-based startup behind the $50,000 Sprout robot. The OpenAI Foundation has pledged $1 billion in grants over the next year, aiming to ensure artificial intelligence benefits all of humanity. Gap is becoming the first major fashion retailer to offer checkout directly within Google's Gemini AI platform, marking a significant shift toward agentic commerce. Microsoft is poaching top AI talent from the Allen Institute for AI, including former CEO Ali Farhadi, to join Mustafa Suleyman's superintelligence team. Meta has signed a massive $27 billion deal with Nebius Group to secure GPU as a service capacity for its expanding AI infrastructure. Let's start with Amazon's fascinating move into humanoid robotics. They've acquired Fauna Robotics, a startup founded in 2024 by former Meta and Google engineers. Fauna's first product is Sprout, a 3.5-foot bipedal robot weighing about 50 pounds and priced at $50,000. What's interesting here is how Amazon is positioning this acquisition. They're not just buying technology, they're buying expertise and talent. Fauna's roughly 50 employees will join Amazon in New York, and the company will continue operating as Fauna Robotics, an Amazon company. This follows Amazon's recent purchase of ReVR, a Swiss robotics company focused on doorstep delivery. The timing is telling. Amazon is clearly betting big on robotics, both for warehouse automation, where they've been investing since acquiring Kiva Systems back in 2012, and now potentially for consumer applications. Remember Astro? That was Amazon's first foray into home robots in 2021. Sprout seems to be the next evolution of that vision. The OpenAI Foundation is making a significant statement with its pledge of $1 billion in grants over the next year. This is about returning to the organization's original nonprofit mission of ensuring AI benefits all of humanity. Board Chair Brett Taylor emphasized they're aiming to solve humanity's hardest problems while helping society become resilient as AI advances. The funding will support life science and health research, plus initiatives addressing AI's impact on jobs, the economy, and mental health, particularly for children. This follows a $25 billion commitment announced back in October. What's noteworthy is the Foundation's plan to recruit a new executive director to oversee this expanded grant-making. There's also some interesting personnel moves, with OpenAI co-founder Wojciech Zaremba becoming head of AI resilience and Jacob Trefethen leading life sciences and health grant-making. This renewed focus on the nonprofit side comes as OpenAI continues to navigate questions about its commercial expansion and the ongoing lawsuit from Elon Musk regarding its mission. Gap is breaking new ground in retail by becoming the first major fashion company to enable checkout directly within Google's Gemini AI platform. This is a big deal for what the industry calls agentic commerce, where AI doesn't just help you find products, it actually completes the transaction. Here's how it works. Shoppers can buy products from Gap's portfolio of brands, including Old Navy and Banana Republic, directly within Gemini without being redirected to Gap's website. Google Pay handles the checkout, Gap manages shipping and logistics. Gap's CTO Sven Gerjetz put it well when he said it's not just keyword search anymore, it's conversations. This partnership addresses a real shift in consumer behavior. More people are using AI platforms for product discovery, and retailers need to adapt. Gap is also planning to integrate an AI-powered sizing tool called Bold Metrics to help customers find the right fit online. No major competitors have announced similar Gemini partnerships yet. so Gap appears to have a first mover advantage here. Microsoft is making some serious moves to reduce its dependence on OpenAI for AI models. They've hired several top researchers from the Allen Institute for AI, including former AI2 CEO Ali Farhadi, language model researcher Hannah Haji-Sherzi, and multimodal expert Ranjay Krishna. All three will keep their university positions while joining Mustafa Suleyman's superintelligence team at Microsoft AI. This is a significant talent grab. For context, the Allen Institute for AI was founded in 2014 by the late Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen. The departures represent a major loss for AI too, especially since Haji-Sherzi leads the open-source OLMO language model and a $152 million project with NVIDIA and the National Science Foundation. There's also an interesting funding story here. AI2 was originally backed by Allen's Vulcan Inc., but its primary funder is now the Fund for Science and Technology, a $3.1 billion foundation. This fund is shifting toward applied AI rather than frontier model research, which may explain why researchers focused on model development are looking elsewhere. Finally, Meta is making a massive bet on AI infrastructure with a $27 billion capacity agreement with Nebius Group. This 5-year deal gives Meta access to GPU as a service, with an initial $12 billion commitment and up to $15 billion more as capacity becomes available. The agreement secures Meta's access to NVIDIA's upcoming Vera Rubin supercomputing platform starting in 2027. This is actually Meta's second major deal with Nebius, following a $3 billion agreement from December 2025. For those unfamiliar, Nebius builds data centers equipped with NVIDIA's latest GPUs and leases them to hyperscalers. This deal significantly boosts Nebius's revenue backlog to approximately $50 billion for the 2027 to 2031 period. What's clear is that Meta is aggressively positioning itself for the next phase of AI development, and the compute requirements are staggering. That wraps up today's stories. What strikes me is how the AI landscape is shifting on multiple fronts simultaneously. We're seeing major moves in robotics, AI infrastructure, retail innovation, and talent acquisition. The competition for compute resources and top researchers is intensifying, and the companies making bold bets now are positioning themselves for the next wave of AI development. We'll continue following these stories as they unfold. Thank you for staying informed with Digi-all Tech News. We'll be back with more updates as they develop.